Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah. Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the men that taught our elders. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. Uh, let's go over that again. It says, call halal all praises. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. All praises to the Most High, which He is. Yahweh means He is. And Ba Hashem, in the name of Yahweh Shah, He is the deliverer. The deliverer. It says, call halal all praises. It says, Brakatah Yahweh, bless Yahweh. Brakatah Yahweh Shah, bless Yahweh Shah. Okay, so yeah, I just want to clear up a few things like, you know, uh, going into the New Testament, it talks about the Gentiles receiving salvation, but the Gentiles that it's speaking about it's talking about Israelite foreigners. It's not talking about the heathen nations because the Lord only made a contract with Israel. I mean, the Lord only made a contract with Israel, and okay, well, let's get a little bit of the back history. Okay, so this is First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, in those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Okay, the Lord said, don't make any covenants with the heathen. But anyway, it says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Okay, so if you're an Israelite, right, and you received the law, statutes, and commandments on Mount Sinai, when Moses sprinkled the blood on the people, and he said, all that. Well, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Exodus 24. Slakia. Exodus 24. And it says, and Moses, okay, here it says, and Moses came and told, this is Exodus 24 and 3, and Moses came and told all the people all the words of the Lord and the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Lord hath said will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and rose up early in the morning and built an altar unto the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, have said will we do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, hath made with you concerning all these words. So this was a blood contract that the Lord made with the children of Israel. And here in Maccabees, it says, that certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and they made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Okay, well, let's go back here in Genesis 17 and 14. And it says, okay, this is, let's get it. This is the covenant that the Lord made with Abraham and thy seed after thee. And we all know that the seed that it's speaking about is Isaac. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I mean, we could go get it. It's in the scriptures 100 times. If you don't understand that, then maybe this is not for you. Maybe this is not for you. This is who it's for. Okay, and it says, and the Most High said, okay, we're going to start Genesis 17 and 9. And the Most High said unto Abraham, thus shall my covenant therefore thou and thy seed after thee in their generations, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of the foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations. He that is born in the house, or brought with money, or any stranger which is not of thy seed. Okay, for he that is born in thy house, and he that is brought with thy money, must needs be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. An uncircumcised man child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people, and he have broken my covenant. Okay, so that being said, these people here, when they did these things and they made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant, they became Gentiles. They were still of the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because it says right here, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men. So these were Israelites that decided that they wanted to forsake the covenant. So guess what? They became Gentiles. Easy, easy. It doesn't mean the other heathen nations. It doesn't mean the other heathen nations. But the Lord can refer to them as heathens, even though they are Israelites, because of the bloodline. Okay, because we're gonna get that in. Okay, we'll see. The Lord said that He was gonna scatter His people amongst all people. Right, we're gonna get that too. We're gonna get that too. So when the Bible is describing a large multitude of people of out of every kindred and tongue, it's not talking about people out of every kindred and tongue. It's talking about the Israelites that were scattered into every nation. Okay, let's get that. Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1, and it says, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy power have driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy power have scattered thee. So the Lord said that, hey, you know, the blessings and the curses are going to come on you. And guess what? I'm going to scatter you into every nation. But then I'm going to have compassion on you and I'm going to gather you up. Okay, so if an Israelite man is scattered into another nation, right? And he finds favor with a woman of that nation and they have children, okay? And then that child procreates with the people of his mother's nation, and that child procreates with the people of his mother's nation, then guess what? That child is going to look like those people and speak like those people, although his father was an Israelite that was scattered into their land. I mean, it's an easy concept. I mean, it's a very easy concept. It seems that people overlook this, but we're gonna get the accounts. We're gonna get the accounts. You know, in the Bible, it speaks of it. We're gonna start here. This is Second Esdras, chapter 2 and verse 33, and it says, I Esdras received a charge of the Most High, or Yahweh Shem Yahushua, upon the Mount of Oreb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught and despised the commandment of the Lord. And therefore I say to you, O ye heathen. Huh? Okay, so Esdras was sent to the Israelites. He was sent to the Israelites. And they wouldn't listen. So guess what? He called them heathens. He said, okay, therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest. He is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world. So he's saying, hey, you know, the Lord scattered his people into all nations because they wouldn't listen. And then, but at the end of times, if you hear this word and you understand, then guess what? You're one of those scattered Israelites, and you need to come back to the word. I mean, you need to come back to it. It says, let's go forward. It says, be ready for the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly, or receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that have led you to the heavenly kingdom. So he's saying, you know, I've scattered you into these other nations, and then I sent out my word and you received it and you came back. It doesn't matter what you look like. I mean, you know, a lot of Israelites try and make it into a black or white thing. It's not a black or white thing, it's a seed line thing. You know, and it just so happens that the seed line of Esau Edom happens to be, you know, the wicked. And that's the so-called white people, or the red people of the world, the people that have gone all over the globe, destroying, killing, raping, murdering, changing their names, you know, becoming the people of the lands. Those are the only people on the planet that have done that. But let's back to the lesson. It says, okay, this is Second Esdras 2 and 38. Arise up and stand, behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which are departed from the shadow of the world and have received glorious garments of the Lord. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. Okay, so we already went into Exodus 24. The law of the Lord was only, you know, the blood covenant was only given to Israel. And then Israel went about their way to, you know, make themselves uncircumcised and became heathen. And then in Deuteronomy, the Lord said that the blessings and the curses were going to come upon him, and that he was going to scatter them. And here we are in Esdras, and it's showing, where the Lord is having mercy on his people that he scattered into all nations. I mean, you can call it Hebrew hopscotch if we want to, but this is how the Bible lines up. You have to line the precepts up together in order to understand what's going on. It says, 2 Esdras 2:41, the number of thy children who thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then I said to the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? Now these are all Israelites. These are all Israelites, because what it said. I saw upon the Mount Zion, which was a monument, a great people. But it gets to it later now. It says, Then I said unto the angel, What person is this that crowned them and giveth them palms in their hands? He showed me and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders the Lord thy God thou hast seen. Tell my people. Who are the people of the Lord? The Israelites. I mean, who are the people of the Lord? The Israelites. I mean, we're gonna go to Revelation 9 and get the same account. We're gonna go no, Salakia, Revelation 7 and get the same account. Let's start. Okay, let's start at Revelation 7:2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, that doesn't include anybody else. It says, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne, before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Okay, so this great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, are the Israelites that were scattered into the other lands, as said in Deuteronomy chapter 30, as stated in the Maccabees chapter 1, where the Israelites that forsook the covenant became Gentiles. Like if you go to Hosea 1, where it speaks of Israel being cast off, being not my people, in the land where it says they're not my people, those will be the people of the living God. You have to go back and get that for yourself. But these are those people. These are all Israelites. These are all Israelites. Has nothing to do with the other nations. The other nations do not receive this. They don't get this. They don't get exalted because guess what? They were never under contract to keep the Most High God's laws. And it goes over to, these are not spiritual Israelites. These are literal Israelites from Jacob and his 12 sons. I mean, it's easy. It's easy, but you know, plantation Christianity and our oppressors have taught us not to read. Don't read. If you want to hide something from an Israelite, put it in a book. Guess what? This is our book, and now the Lord is opening up the seals so we can understand what's going on. But we still have a rebellious people, and two thirds are not going to get it on this side. Two-thirds are going to have to die a death by pain before they will understand, hey, this is what it is. But okay, let's get this. This is Revelation 7 and 10. And cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood round about the throne, and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces, and worshipped the Most High, saying, Amen. Bless and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power forever and ever. Amen. So who is our power? Who is the hour? The hour is the Israelites, because the Lord only made a covenant with Israel. I mean, it's simple, it's easy. You know, you can you can argue till you're blue in the face. If you can't get it, you can't get it. If you can't get it, just go back to being a Christian, go back to worshiping Jesus, and then you'll get it on the other side if you're an Israelite. And if you're not an Israelite, you'll still get it on the other side, because guess what? You're going to have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord as well. And the Israelites are going to be set up over the world to put things back in order as it was in the beginning. With that being said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds, looking like the heathens, acting like the heathens, but of the seed of Israel. This is your brother, Yakar Aben. Hopefully this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to say shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yashala.